Okay, let's get started. We want to do this on a weekly basis. Mostly this is just our existing analysts, but the idea is that you can always invite 1 or 2 people to the call to introduce to our community so people see who we are, what we do, and warm up to being analysts on Cyrator so we can grow the community like that. Very quick introduction for those who haven't met me yet, but I think most of you have. I'm Mark, I'm the co-founder of Cyrator, and this is AJ, also co-founder. He's the guy who's building almost everything. I'm the one with the ideas of what to build more. But actually on the call here, we have now many very kind of core members as well, including Patrick, who's helping a lot with tokenomics, giving great ideas. Dan, who's our official ambassador and running around and helping everyone as well. Amir, Ilya, Thomas, just a lot of guys who started as analysts and became closer and closer to the team. So very proud for, I think, both of us to be part of the team and seeing how everything grows. So just a quick thank you to everyone. Then a very quick thing, I want to just show a very small feature that we launched today that is not really live yet. You can see it on a link, but it's just nice to see. Let me share my screen. And that is our stats section. All right, this is how it is. You can check it out by going to this link. It's on the footer now, so it is actually live on the footer. You can check it out. There's only a few stats that we're showing right now. We'll be adding more and more stuff as we go along, but I think this is looking very good. We can see the accounts are skyrocketing now that we're going out and promoting. The verified analysts have been growing a lot in recent days. We have many coming in now over several days. Comments and upvotes, and especially the reviews have been going up a lot. So this is very encouraging to see. And I just want to say again, thank you to everyone. We have 1,300 reviews. We have over 500 projects rated, 30 verified analysts now. It's looking very good. Very happy about this, and go check it out when you like. With this, I also want to just quickly touch on the fact that for us, obviously, to grow and for everyone to benefit, the most important thing is that the platform grows, because the more the platform grows, the token value grows as well. So I think it's very important that we work together, that we have a very collective spirit here. And so that means it's very helpful to give each other feedback in the comments, to upvote reviews that you think are very good. Also let people know why you think that the review was good, and just be constructive and collaborative. I think we've had a very collaborative spirit until now, and I think the more we can grow that, everyone will benefit. That's it. Then the last short thing I just quickly want to introduce to everyone is we made a few changes in the last week. We introduced the micro review. So I want to get a little bit into what that is and how we can use it, and the spotlight. The spotlight, most of you already know, but every analyst once a week gets a spotlight, so they can pick a project that they like. You have to write a micro review on it, and then you can click the spotlight button. That puts it into spotlight. And what that means is every other analyst gets a notification about the project. And then for about 2 weeks, reviews get double points for those projects. And the point of the spotlight is that we can coordinate our research much more. So instead of one analyst reviewing that project and another one reviewing that one, through the spotlight, we can bring those projects we think are great to everyone's attention and then review them collectively. But to do that even more efficiently, we changed the rules a little bit so that first, you only get double points when you review a project in the spotlight with a micro review. And the idea here is to get at least 5 micro reviews in from different people, so we get a quick first idea of how people think this project is. It's a first filter. And then once it's over 2.5 rating at least, then all the other categories also get double points. So what we would like to do is have people spend very little time when they do a micro review. Give it 30 minutes or something like that, not much more than that. Just look over the project and see, is it something that is even interesting to you or not? Does it have the basic stuff that you know makes a good project or not? Is it worth to spend more time researching it? That's what we want to do. I can quickly share my screen here. I have a personal checklist of stuff that I look at when I do a micro review. I'll share that later with you guys. You can leave comments, you can make your changes, you can copy it if you like. But just to show, So it's very superficial stuff that we look at. Are the messages very generic, or they're very specific about what the technology does? Is it easy to tell what the project does? Do they have a good white paper? That doesn't mean you have to read the white paper. Just check if it has real information in there or not, or if it's very generic. So I want to show that this is something most projects that are not so good. I'm going to share this to you guys later, and you can leave comments. But if a project is not good, even in 10, 20 minutes, you can tell. You can leave a quick review saying they don't have all the basic stuff. We don't need to spend more time there. But if a project has 4 or 5 stars, and we just added a project yesterday, Dan added one VC that is very promising, that have from several of us 4 or 5 star micro reviews. So those are the projects we then want to spend much more time digging in, and the individual reviews on the team and the tokenomics and so forth. The goal of that is, instead of each of us spending hours and hours on individual projects, we coordinate our reviews, quickly find out if it's worth spending more time or not, and then do deeper research. So yeah, that's why we're changing the rules for that a little bit. We'll be publishing that over the next few days so everybody knows how it works. And that's all from me. Just quick introductions. I think every call will do something like that. And then the rest is for you guys to ask questions.
I can raise my hand.
No, just go ahead. Great that you shoot it like that. Perfect.
Okay, thank you, Mark, for introducing the project. It's really interesting one, and for bringing today researchers together. And the question is, do you have any onboarding process, some tutorials for new researchers, and how to differ a good review from the bad one?
Yes, so very good. Let me just share screen quickly. We do have some tutorials. It's still quite early stages. We're trying to build up more guidelines. But if you go to the page, you can go to docs, and then you can go to guidelines. And here, these are some basic guidelines of like prohibited behavior, like shilling and so forth. Then general guidelines for writing reviews are here, quite detailed. And this is the most important basic stuff. What happens a lot when people sign up is that the first time they really give a lot of information. So when they write about tokenomics, for example, they explain the entire tokenomics. But what we need much more is the opinion, like, what do you think about the tokenomics, and what was the most important part? And the reason for that is, if everyone explains the technology or the tokenomics again and again, the reviews get very repetitive, and we don't get the critical analysis out of it. And that's why we say, write your opinion first. This is what I think about the project. And then it can be followed with some explanations that support your opinion. And then it's great to add sources at the bottom, and even screenshots of what you find most important. This is actually, every time you start a new review, it's always right here on the right side. You can click on it, and it gives you a little bit more detail. So you always have this shorthand. If you scroll down, you can also see here 5 examples of great reviews. So I highly recommend reading these. Maybe I just bring here up the one I like to show from LGG, who's also here on the call. It's very short. I'll just read it quickly. The project lacks substantial on-chain activity, as evidenced by the daily transaction volume that shows a spike before a planned airdrop and a sharp decline after a drop. Conclusion, the project is being used primarily by airdrop hunters. There is a lack of genuine, meaningful on-chain activity, but hope to see healthy growth. So it's just the most important thing that you need to know about this category, and it's supported by a very powerful screenshot. And as you can see, it gets a lot of upvotes. So I think this is a very good example of a great review.
Thank you, Mark.
Answers your questions.
Yeah, it's great. It's so detailed. And can I proceed with one more question?
Yes, please.
What are the incentives that you have to motivate researchers, like to join and read more reviews?
Yes. So basically, we are releasing about 760,000 tokens per week. And we're releasing about 1 million, but 75% of them go to analysts. And those are released every week, at the end of every week. I think 0 UTC, like midnight UTC on Monday. And during the week, people earn points. So you earn currently 10 points for writing a review and 20 points when people upvote your review. And I'm going to, again, share the screen. And at the end of the week, everyone gets a share of those 760,000 tokens that get released relative to the points that they've earned. So so you can click up here, then you can go on the leaderboard. Here you see the points people have been earning this week. You can also check last week, and you can also see the all-time. These points are still going up, and we're just approximating how much you're getting for that. The real number you will get at the end of the week, because this number with every additional point that comes in, this cure you get per point will still be going down until the week ends, then it cuts off. We don't award the tokens immediately. There will be a 1-week hold period where bounty hunters can then go in here. This is accessible to everyone, and they can check someone's transactions, and they can see exactly where they got this from. They can even go check the actual post. They can see who has upvoted this, so they can check everything. They can also go on the person's profile and see the stats, where they can see who is upvoting this person's posts, so they can flag if there's potentially any harmful activity. So that's why we hold the tokens for 1 week, and then at the next week, then the tokens go into a person's account.
Thank you, Mark. So beneficial motivation.
Cool. So anyone else has a question? Lordo, yes, please.
Yeah, the guide-specific or the category-specific guidelines, are you planning to extend that with all chapters or topics?
Yes, definitely planning to do that. Yeah, it's just a little bit a matter of time, but hopefully as soon as possible. Do you have a question about a specific category where you're not sure what we're...
No, but because you're saying like keep the information limited and give your opinion, sometimes, or I would say then maybe provide a data set or the data on the project, and then the analyst can review it, but for a category, no. For me, I think it's all makes sense, but yeah, what are you searching for with idea? Is it just the concept, or do you explain the entire thing?
Yes. So the idea is often a little bit, there's a bit of confusion there. I agree. So the idea is really the concept. So basically, how competitive is it? Bitcoin in the beginning was a brilliant idea, but if someone comes up with a similar idea today, it's not 5-star anymore because there's a ton of competition. So what is the concept? Are you introducing new technologies or not? How well developed is the idea? How successful can it be given the competition? That's the idea. It's often then quite similar to the technology, but the technology is then, you can have a great idea, but it's not very well developed. The technology is really how detailed is your white paper? How much is it even proven in some cases when the project is already live? So that's how the two differentiate. And maybe also could just quickly touch on the micro review. The micro review is the only one that is really open. You can talk about if technology is important to you, then you mention that. If it's a mix of things, you can mention all of that. It's really your personal review overall, what is most important to you. And we do encourage people to start with a micro review and just quickly state your opinion. This is what I think about a project. The micro review you can even do on the phone. I think the other reviews, they're really meant for deep research. You spend a lot of time, you put sources and screenshots and everything. But the micro review is a little bit a conversation starter. I want to mention here also, our reviews can be edited, right? You can go in, you can edit. We don't yet have, revision history, but we will add. Are we recording it already? No. Okay, but we will soon start recording it, and we will provide a revision history. So there's full accountability. But the idea is you should not be expected to write a perfect review immediately, because that would take days and weeks of research. So the idea is that we do this collaboratively. You can come and you can write your opinion based on what you know. And then other people can actually write in the comments, hey, have you seen this about a project? They can drop you links. You can then research collaboratively. Based on that, you can update your review. You can include links that other people give you. So that's a much more effective way of using our collaborative researchers than everyone doing 100% research on their own. Of course, we do need revision history for that, so people can trace it into the past, but that will come very soon.
All right.
Cool. Any other questions?
Yes, hello. Hi, great to be here. I'm Blue Seraph. And just had a question about if you can explain more about the 10% for the onboarding new analysts, how that works. So just wondering about...
The referral bonus.
The referral bonus, yeah. The 10%,
Yes.
how does that work?
So basically, if someone refers someone, both the person that you refer gets 10% bonus on their earnings, and the person that referred you gets 10%. So it really means no one should be signing up without using a link, because then you're just getting basically 20% less. The way it works is, let's say you invite someone, you give the link, you invite someone, you give them the link, they come and they sign up, and then they start getting points every week, 10,000, 50,000 Q or something like that. And then you get 10% of that. So that's 5,000. They also get 10% on top of that. So instead of the 50,000, they get 55 and you get 5. AJ, do you want to explain how it's technically done? Because I'm always a bit lost on that.
The best way is, again, if you go to the earnings section, right here on the token section, we can see all this. This is basically last week's token released to these users. And here you can see referral bonus as well as referral sign-up bonus. The work basically means, of course, you put in the work, you wrote the review, you got upvotes, and this is your earnings. But the referral sign-up bonuses is the 10%. For example, we can see this 139,000 cure, and immediately we know that you can immediately see that these two were one referred the other, basically. And this, again, is only calculated at the token level, so it's not at the point level. Some people get confused, oh, I'm not getting my 10% on the points. That's not the case, because once your points are converted to tokens at the end of the week, then the 10% bonus is basically calculated.
Yeah, so actually, Tarun calculated it and said, hey, there's actually only 650,000 tokens being given out to all the analysts. And that's because that's what people get for the work. And then the other 10% is all the referral bonuses that going to and from people based on that referral. Does that make sense?
Yes, thank you. Very clear. Thank you very much.
Then we have Laura, you had a question, right?
Yes, I want to ask, like, who you said that can bring new projects in? So, for example, if I find a project, can I bring it? Or you mentioned that has to be a spotlight or something?
You can bring it in. Quickly show how. You have to be an approved analyst. You cannot do it before you are approved. But once you're approved, I'll just show how. You can go to website and then click here, add project. Now, if the project has a CoinMarketCap link, you should really use that. So just go, I don't know, we can use any, what's a good? Okay, Metropoly, for example. So you just copy that link and you paste it in here, click import, and now the project is here, and now you can start posting. If the project is not on CoinMarketCap, then you can post, click here, but then you need to manually put the name, and always very good to at least add the website so it's clear what project it is. And if you can, also additional information.
So once authorized, any analyst can actually put a new project for review.
Exactly. And then if you want, you can add your weekly spotlight. Let's say the one that I just added here, I can create, and I have to do a micro review. And then I can click the spotlight. And once I post this, then it puts it into the spotlight, which gives everyone a notification. And then it pops out in this link, in this list. And then for the first 5 micro reviews, everyone gets double points. And after the first 5 micro reviews, people get double points for any review of that project for 2 weeks.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Gordo, yeah?
Then with the upvotes, can anyone do the upvotes, or does that also have to come from the analyst? Or
Yes. So for now, it's just the analyst that counts. We are changing that probably in the coming week or 2, so that regular verified users, at least you have to have your email verified. But instead of 20 points, which it was now, we're going to reduce it to just 1 point, but it counts from any registered user. What we're introducing is super upvotes, and those are analysts. For now, it's only analysts. In the future, it will also be stakers, but analysts will get 5 super upvotes per week. And if you hand out a super upvote, that will give 20 points. So that means a lot. Now, analysts should hand those out, because once you've handed out 50 super upvotes, your level will, you will level up basically. which will give you a percentage increase on all of your earnings. And there's a few reasons we want to do it like this. On the one hand, it's very good for a system so that we can identify the best reviews and we can automatically share them across social media and help grow the platform. It's also for accountability and transparency reasons. You saw that we can track every earning, right? All the bounty hunters can go track everything, but to track every upvote is very difficult. However, if an analyst has handed out 50 super upvotes and is about to level up, that's something we can scrutinize much more easily to make sure that the analyst is actually upvoting high quality posts and not something else. So that's changes that are coming in the next week or two.
I would add it brings in that peer review.
Yeah, it's like human curation. It's a human curated kind of. To just touch on that quickly. So for now, it's only verified analysts that will get these super upvotes because it's basically like we're doing KYC with verified analysts, right? But in the future, people will be able to stake 100,000, 500,000 cure to get those super upvotes. And by doing that, whenever you super upvote it, it gets curated into your list. So you basically become a curator. And by doing that, you will then get rewards from a staking rewards pool, which is filled up from revenues, based on how often regular users upvote those posts that you super upvote. So that becomes a new role that is not an analyst themselves, but they are curating the content. And when they super upvote something, they're really verifying it. They're supposed to read the review and not just say, oh, this sounds good. They're supposed to go and verify everything you say in there, because if I super upvote, I'm seconding it, right? I'm verifying that this information is true. So that's a role that will come in the coming months, but we're slowly building up to that.
All right, thank you.
Any other questions or ideas? Actually, they don't have to be just questions. If you have ideas for the platform, Tomas, please.
Can you please share maybe details about general blog post that analytic can write on platform?
Yeah, so it's quite a hidden feature, but we have already general blog posts, so it's not just reviews. You can create a post, and instead of a review, you can click blog post, and then you can write whatever you want and upload screenshots. Obviously, it should be crypto related. We don't need that family photos on here yet, but the idea is anything that you think is important for the community to share. These posts will not get any points, but they do get half points for uploads. For example, we can show Patrick, Crypto Rookies, has been sharing very detailed blogs on good tokenomics design. So these are very valuable. You can post these things here and you can upload them. Sorry.
That's a good one.
Yes. You can, if you want to share this on any social media or anything, you can copy link. And if someone comes to the website through this link, they automatically become your referral. Yeah, so your referral link is in here automatically. If anyone lands through this, they will be your referral, even if they come back way later and sign up an account later. So it's a way for us to grow and to also have other content on there. You can also share, if you really like reviews from someone else, same thing. You can just go on their review, same thing on a review, even if it's not your review, but say, I like this a lot. You can copy link, you can post it on Twitter and Telegram, wherever you want. And then people will also become your referral if they use that.
Yes, the filter option for the ranking list, because now all projects are in one list, but not all projects, like you have different categories, like you have meme coins, you have security tokens. Is that ever coming in?
It's a constant discussion. So we do have it-ish. If you go to rankings, there are tags here. Having said that, we haven't really maintained them very well. I think we can actually import those via API from CoinMarketCap and stuff. Do you think the other thing is now we have the main ranking, but we're looking to have, so for example, the spotlight is almost like a sub-ranking of kind of the most interesting projects. We are discussing ideas of having pre-launch list, having an IDO list and these kind of things. But yeah, it's It's not currently the top of the priority list, but definitely something we discuss a lot and see how we want to do it. Do you think those tags and main lists work, or do you have any other ideas that you had in mind?
No, yeah, it's for me, it's something that I'm missing if I'm trying to compare similar projects. Like,
Yeah.
Now there is a lot of projects in between that is not comparable. Like you're comparing
Sure.
apples with pears. Basically.
Yeah. So you think the tags would mostly solve that?
I think it could help in it.
Okay, cool. But yeah, I mean, anyone actually, that's a good point. So again, I introduced them in the beginning. Dan is here, Amir is here, Patrick is here, Thomas, who will have all started. We met each other at a meetup, right? When I presented Cyrator, they were the first analysts on the platform. They're still here writing a lot and guiding other analysts. We call each other very regularly, exchange ideas. We're not fully decentralized yet, but the goal is to become more and more decentralized and get people to bring ideas in. So if you guys have ideas for features or stuff that you want to see changed, use these groups, the analyst only group or whatever group you're in, to tell us, hey, this would be a cool feature, that would be a cool feature. A lot of features are now coming. Literally this call that we are having right now didn't come from us. It was, I think, Amir who came up with the idea, who said it would be great if we meet with the community once a week and do this very open to everyone bringing in their ideas.
Yeah, Mark, I just wanted to, as a quick intersection, to talk about your participation in offline events, primarily Startup Pitch. And I'm sure everyone, primarily the majority in this group chat, either connected to startup or involved in startup scene or interested in starting a company. If they participate in the event, if you could talk about the example was the World of Web3, that would be fantastic.
Okay. So yeah, we started Cyrator focusing mostly on the main project. Our idea was, let's get the top 1,000 projects rated and then bring that list to the public and say, hey, look, we have a nice rating for all the top projects. But over time, as you guys came on board, we saw that the interest really shifted. We then had this partnership, and we agreed to a long-term partnership with Wow Summit, where they had a startup competition, so unknown projects, and our analysts went through and reviewed and rated all of these projects. And then based on our rating, they picked the top 10 that presented at the Wow Summit. And then we're looking for investment and so on. So we are now looking to build on that partnership, to have startups not only going to startup competitions and talking VCs in these kind of silos, but to have them come on the platform where these events can have their dedicated pages. And we connect the analysts with the projects with VCs. So projects come in, they get rated and reviewed from us. And we had many startups. We had our first AMA with a startup founder on Monday with Bricken, who came in because they saw our reviews. We might have one with Decubate soon, right? Because they saw our reviews. So founders come in and they engage with our reviews, with our analysts. They answer questions, they clarify things. So we want to connect the startups with our analysts so that we can improve together and connect them to VCs and investors as well. So the whole scene can just level up through this feedback loop. And that's how we're shifting from doing only the big tokens to really breaking into the startup scene where there's a lot of projects that aren't even public. Does that answer, Amir, a little bit your question? Yeah? Okay, good. LGG?
Yeah, Mark, it's more just as an idea. I want to know your opinion. We might consider introducing a new speculation category, maybe, regarding categories we discussed before, since many of the projects right now, to be honest, are more speculative than true investment decisions, right? And maybe leave the buy category for long-term decisions.
Yeah.
We can see, for example, Spotlight Future. We see a lot of, let's say, sketch projects, which is more suitable for short-term speculation.
Price speculation.
Of course. I'm talking about price speculation.
Price speculation, yes.
Okay. I didn't get this. Sorry, in the beginning, you said that you want to introduce an additional category for speculation. Or...
Yeah, maybe it would be great to divide. For now, we have only buy category.
Yeah. Are you?
Or what do you think?
This is a little bit hush hush, right? But we have actually built already a price prediction feature. We just haven't dropped it yet. However, that feature is more long term, right? We're saying what is the prediction in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. It's not really what is the prediction in 3 days kind of thing. Are you?
Yeah.
Are you
But what about by category then if you
Yeah.
implement this price prediction?
So with
feature?
speculation, you're talking about much more short term, like what happens in next days or weeks or something like that?
Exactly, because we have a lot of reviews about these, let's say, sketchy projects, right?
Yeah.
Especially currently, there is hype of meme coins.
Yeah.
A month ago, it was about AI narrative and all this stuff. So it's just as an idea to discuss, to divide these categories.
Okay. Yeah, to have a more speculative category. Obviously,
Yeah.
that needs to be structurally quite different because the current reviews are meant to be much more long lasting. It would not be good if we fill it up with reviews that only last for a day or two. Although I
Of
mean,
course.
when you go into
So it will be basically like a tweet.
like a tweet basically, and we don't. It doesn't affect the rating of the project.
Yeah, or we'll have to figure out the earning aspect of it. So
Yeah.
how
Yeah. No, I mean,
Great.
it will be great if you can actually just put a poll in the analyst only group and see if people are interested. How many people are interested in writing short-term speculative? It's always exciting, of course. A lot of DJs out there.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, cool. Dan, you have a question.
What a great intro, DJ. I just want to say hi, guys. I'm going to have a hard cut out here in about 20 minutes, so I didn't want to wait too long. Thanks for putting this together for everybody, Mark. And I just want to say, maybe Ilya or Thomas, you could speak up and try and get our social pumped up a little bit. I think there's a couple analysts out there that seem to be doing a good job, probably putting their own posts out there on their Twitter feed, et cetera. But I know all of that's happening. I saw an update in the other group that there's a lot of changes just in the last week to our social footprint. I know we could use everybody's help. And lastly, just to some of the conversation that's been in our analyst only group, just sharing. I think we have what's not obvious, or maybe it's obvious to everybody, but we have got a great collective of very bright people here that our mission is to share our information and to help these other people find these great projects and to stay away from bad projects. But we can also work together collectively to help ourselves internally as a collective identify things. And we were just, some of the stuff we've been recently doing in the group, I was pretty happy with the last 24, 48 hours of sharing and stuff that was going on. So I just want to say hi and get out there on those socials.
Great. Thanks, Dan. Yeah, very nice. Actually, we don't have to continue with questions. If you want, you can just all say hi quickly, introduce yourself with a few sentences. I think would be nice. Yeah, because we are having a great community coming together. Who would like to start? Lordo, why don't you introduce yourself quickly? You've been quite vocal.
All right. Yeah, my name is Jordi. I've been in crypto since 2016, 2017. I started. My main focus is GameFi projects and Bitcoin and Solana.
Thank you. Laura, you wanted to continue? You were right there.
Me? Yeah, so my name is Laura. I'm Spanish, but I live in Asia between Korea and Vietnam. I'm a crypto trader together with my husband since 2018. We don't trade much, and then I focus into all the Web3 projects, and then I collaborate with I'm an advisor of a marketing agency for blockchain gaming. So that's why what I see in the website, and I enter in Cyrator, and then I want to see the gamified part, right? I'm like, can I put games or not, or how people would like to see the games? Because I understand tokenomics, but I'm not as specialist as Patrick, but I understand what he means, but maybe sometimes it's a little bit hard. And then I think maybe I should do it a little bit easier or not. So yeah, I'm just, how can I contribute to this beautiful community? As Daniel mentioned, it's just such a many brilliant brains together evaluating amazing projects that come in. And then I'm just so happy that I was introduced by Patrick. So hope to become a verify analyst sometime soon.
Thank you very much. Yeah, very beautiful. Who wants to go next? Chris, you want to go next?
Hi guys, I'm Chris. I'm from the UK, but I live in Bali. Right now, I'm just back to full-time day trading crypto. Tried to start a crypto business recently, which is how I first met Mark, which was via Patrick also, as he was part of our team, but we couldn't get the funding we needed in this hard climate. So it's been put on pause right now. And then, yeah, I got introduced to Mark's idea, was fully on board. We got lost in our own kind of problems first. And then he reached out again like a couple of weeks ago. And yeah, it's great to be on board. And I think we've got a nice team here and it's got a lot of potential.
Thank you. And Patrick, everyone hears your name a lot. So do you want to say hi to everyone quickly?
Yes. I think I'm also trading crypto at the moment. I specialize more in finding a really big, bad project because it's easier to find. And I destroyed them. And I'm working currently in Ho Chi Minh, part of an incubator program to start my next venture. So we'll probably try to push it through the Cyrator platform soon, maybe in a month.
Nice. Great, Patrick. Daniel, you want to say hi?
You're on mute.
You're still on mute. Still on mute.
Okay. Yeah, hello. So yeah, my name is Dan. I have background in both traditional finance and crypto. I led test valuation at $60 billion investment management firm. I'm a former management consultant. One moment. I'm a former management consultant. I worked at Verwyman, US management consulting firm, advised top banks and regulators. I started my crypto journey in 2017. We raised over 70 million in the largest ICO in Eastern Europe. Our valuation was above 1 billion at the peaks. We did one of the first implementations of Plasma protocol. We're backed by Vitalik Buterin. Our former employees have founded 1inch, Metro Webster, Nadacash, and a number of other projects. Right now, I'm just investing in projects, advising them, helping them grow, and it's great to be a part of Cyrator, a very quality project. I'm happy to contribute.
Thank you very much, Dan. Alina, do you want to say hi as well?
Yes, I even turned on my video as an exception because today I'm home officing from Spain, normally based in Switzerland, and crypto also from late 2017, more I would say 2018. We have so much consultancy in Switzerland. We also have investment club. We host events in Davos during the World Economic Forum and outside of Davos. So the WOW Summit event with which we are partnering and building up Investor Club over there. And Cyrator helped so much to bring transparency for the startup competition. I think that's going to be completely new wave. And yeah, so literally I'm specialized on B2B sales, positioning, partnerships. And out of that, all the rest comes. So growth and opportunities kind of stuff. Happy to be a part.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I don't see everyone else here. So who else would to say hi?
Hi. Yeah, sorry, I'm not on camera here. Yeah, been in blockchain since 2017, mainly in nodes these days. We do nodes on the in the Polkadot ecosystem. So we've been doing that for a couple of years. Haven't been that active lately because I've been really busy, but I'd like to participate a bit more in the Cyrator community in the coming weeks and months. And yeah, happy to be a part of it.
Thank you very much. Who would like to go next?
Hi everyone. Yeah, so I got onboarded by Daniel in a Decubate quiz. We were doing a learn to earn quiz. We were helping each other with the answers, and he put me onto this platform, which I'm really hugely grateful for. So thank you, Daniel. Lovely to see you in person. And yeah, I'm an academic researcher by trade, but I've been interested in crypto since 2020. I'm more into new projects, IDO level projects, that sort of thing. I'm not a professional trader, but an enthusiast, I would say. And I just spend a lot of time researching projects. I'm very cautious about what I invest in. And it's really great that this community exists to be able to help me to understand the background to projects and save me time, really, doing my own research. And if I'm researching anyway, it's great to be able to write about it and share with everyone. So yeah, really happy to be here. Oh, I'm in London, by the way. I've been in London for 20 years in Wimbledon. I'm looking forward to the Wimbledon tennis competition kicking off very shortly. It's going to be mad here. But yeah, that's me. Good to meet everyone.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Ilya, do you want to, you said a few things, but you haven't introduced yourself. You want to say hi?
Okay, I can by myself and with Thomas. Me and Thomas was also here in the chat. Founded a team of analysts, and we are just a team of token economy designers. And we started as a small family office and more than happy that we met you, Mark, and we have been with Cyrator since the very beginning.
Actually, I want to add to that Ilya and Thomas, we met when I first presented Cyrator, and they have actually previously tried to develop a decentralized news platform. And it's quite similar to what we are doing here. So,
yeah, there were a lot of intersections.
Yes, so we were, and actually, I would love to at some point do a decentralized news platform. Definitely a lot of connections there. Thomas, you quickly also want to say hi?
Hi guys, my name is Tomas. Thank you, Ilya, to introduce us because his English is more good than mine. So I'm happy to be here with you. So let's forward Cyrator together.
Very good. If you haven't been able to introduce yourself, we're gonna have these calls every week. I personally loved to get to know all of you guys, and I think for me this was very nice. I hopefully see you guys soon. And unless anyone has anything final to say, I think that was great for me. Everyone's good. Okay. So
thank you.
Join the last thing, maybe if you haven't joined the curated chat group yet, please join. I think if you haven't been onboarded yet, I think almost everyone here will end up being an analyst and will be in the group. I know everyone has at least written some reviews already. So thank you very much for everything and see you guys very soon. Yeah.